Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Ray Reynolds with RaysWebinar.com. The ultimate thing is to get you to know exactly what you can do to get to the $1 million dream. First of all, get a tablet and a pen, write things down. Most people like to take pictures of things. You know, for 43 years, I've done seminars, workshops, and boot camps. You got to get it here. The biggest thing, we all work for our money, we work hard, and we want to make sure we understand what needs to be done, and we don't need anybody to rip us off. And you need to focus today. There's a phone number I want you to write down in case you need to get a hold of us or even me. 800-510-3338. You see, what we're going to do today is make sure you understand, all right, how to get what I call pass go. In other words, I'm going to get you to $1 million. I know everybody says it, and everybody, as far as I'm concerned, are full of blah, 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 okay, in most cases. So what we're going to do it my way. Okay, I'm going to be able to hand you the fish, in other words, give you what you need, all right, then I'll teach you how to take it over. So if I handed you $1 million, what would you do right now today? You'd probably, screw it up. That's what happens to most people. They don't know how to do it. They don't know the discipline. Did you try a business and you fell? You got fired from your job, want to start a company, got bad credit, you jacked up your score? What? Let's do this. Let's plan on the problems. That's exactly what I do every time. I plan on the problems in the beginning. That way when they come, I'm just going to go right through it. I've heard no $1 billion+ days. Now, let's think about something. It's called safety credit. Can you write it down, please? Everybody needs safety credit. Everybody needs a line of defense. Write these two things down. If you master these, believe me, you can see it, believe it, and go get it every time. For this free overview, I'm going to give you a lot of rules and tools, how to play the game and how to win every time. Next, write down never bring the pain home ever again, please. See, we all fall down. All right? I call it the Humpty Dumpty. We all fall down, got to get back up again and again. No matter what you say or do, you got to follow through. That's the key to it all. Now, we're going to talk about my journey just a little bit. Then we're going to make you have a journey with me. All right, understand something. I brought in $100,000 at 9.5, $1 million at 14, and $1 billion at 24, and another $1 billion at 26 under corporate structure. So I haven't had a paycheck for about 20 years. All right, my wife says this is my hobby. Okay, it probably is, because if I was home, I'd probably be bored. So I've got to have some fun today. Now, let's start my journey when I was 3 years old. When I was 3 years old, it's pretty simple. I got dropped off at the pier every morning. That's right, I got to live with Mrs. Hope. She got her weekly and monthly checks, but she dropped me off at the pier at 6:30 every morning, picked me up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon from the age of 3 to 9.5 years old. And yes, she was the she-devil from hell. I had to learn and steal off the pier, all right, even out of a trash can. That kind of sucks. But you know what? Today, I look back and I'm going to say thank you, Mrs. Hope. Thank you. All right, you got to the point that I had to get out of hell. All right, and it was up to me to do it. So ever since then, you know what I did then? You see, when you're dropped off at the pier, you see Marina del Rey, Torrance Rocks, and Palos Verdes. What you see a lot of money. I started to collect every magazine, every book I could about rich and famous people. I wanted to know how they did it. I wanted to know if they earned it or someone handed it to them. Maybe they won the lottery or something. Let me show you a couple things that I obtained through my little journey. The Lamborghini collections, all right, the Duffys, the yachts, the mansions, all right, I've even beat world records as well, having fun. How about the helicopters, the race boats, how about the yachts? You see, there's one thing, I've heard no $1 billion+ times. I believe in God and I believe in me. If you truly want to go get it, and you really want to be on top of the world and have everything you want, you're going to have to learn Ray's rules. It's simple. This is not hard to do. When you know how to do something, it's not hard. The reality is you're listening to a lot of people, all right? Maybe you're getting that motivational stuff. That's really good, all right? At the end of the day, all it is blah, blah, blah. And every one of you wasted $3,000+ on a bunch of crap. And I bet you have nothing to show for it today at all. Let's tell you the truth. It's simple. I wrote Winning the Game of Business 43 years ago. You see, I had to move 24 times by the time I was 11 and a half years old. Those people were mean on the 1st and the 15th because probably the rent or the mortgage was due or something. I knew one thing about me. If I turned it into a game, I'm going to read the directions, master the rules and tools, and I'm going to win. All right? You see, you need to win too. So we're going to play a little game today, give you some tools and rules. We're going to call it Raise Rules, and then I want to get you to the workshop with me. You see, your biggest problem is trust. Who do you trust to help you? The next thing is, do you even trust yourself, or you're in your own way? Today, we're going to show you how to play the game. You see, I connected the dots as a little kid because I heard a corporation's a legal person. You see, many years ago, there was a company started by a 9.5-year-old kid called Helping Hand Industries. It did go worldwide. Credit cards came in the mail. By the way, I was that kid. I got 100,000 plus credit cards in the mail without even applying. I was just 9.5 years old. I wanted a corporation because I heard it was a legal person. I figured I could get out of hell. Well, the reality is the family I lived with at the time stole the cards, and then I froze the corporate and I brought it back again later on. So let's understand something today. Right, Raise Rules too. Please. I'm just going to ask you flat out. Give me 90 days. In 90 days, I will get you on your $1 million dream, and I'll guarantee it. I'll even put it in writing. But you're going to have to learn the rules, the tools, how to play the game, because business has to be a game. If not, you're stressed out. You see, I'm going to hold your hand at seminars, workshops, and boot camps. I never pass the buck. You're stuck with me. Won't that be fun? You see, here's what you mostly do. You lose your job or have an emergency. And what happens next? You run out of time, you run out of money, you jack up your credit, and you bring the pain home in 42 days. Isn't that true about you? It's simple. You did it wrong. Sorry. The bottom line is there's an alternative. And you got to learn the rules and the tools and how to play. On that tablet and pen you got, write down tomorrow morning you're up at 4:30. I don't know why you're sleeping in anyway. There's no reason to do that at all. Now, let's understand something. You're going to get to know me. I'm going to get to know you too. We're going to build a relationship. Isn't that going to be fun? You see, out there for 43 years helping millions and millions of people just like you. You know, I used to help Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW in a spear years ago. I'd like you to Google the word Credit Services Act today, please. You see, the Credit Services Act will take you flat out, all right, to the Federal Trade Commission. I need you to know the rules and the tools and the truth. So the bottom line is that this credit repair crap. I'm sorry, all right, don't want to put them down, but the bottom line is they're not allowed to collect money up front. And you don't need credit repair and somebody writing stupid letters going, not mine, never late. You've already tried that. It hasn't worked, has it? You got to rebuild it and do it the right way. It'll even refer you to the Credit Repair Organization Act, too. So I want you to understand, even that says attorneys can't do credit repair, even though they advertise it. What if you give me 90 days and you and I build a relationship and I guarantee and I get you to your dreams? I know you're going to be, who do I trust? The bottom line is you've been listening to the wrong people anyway, as far as I'm concerned, because you're not there yet. So let's do this. I want to repackage your life, your house, your car, your bank account. I want to do everything you do because I think you do it wrong anyway. I really do. Sorry, don't take it personally. But the bottom line is this. Credit saved my life. As a kid, I got off the pier. It saved my life in 2009 when I found myself in a coma with swine flu and pneumonia. So we got some choices. Now listen carefully. These are some rules and some tools how to play. I know you hear somebody that says, hey, have money for a rainy day. By the way, that's just blah, blah, blah. Because in my life, it doesn't rain, it always pours. So what you got to do is this. Today, let's think. You need $5,000. You need it now. You don't need next week or 3 weeks from now. You said now. Is that correct? You ask your friends and family and they say no. It's like they want to keep you down anyway. You ask them. You think they would have said yes. You asked the bank and they said no too. Here's one of the problems you have. It's you. Yes, you, flat out. You see, this is a $5,000 safety credit card. Write down safety credit, please. If I had to max this out today, all right, to buy time, feed my family, whatever I needed to do, the payment is $50 a month. $50 a month. You waste that every other day, don't you? But again, all right, it's just like this. The average person wastes $140 a week. Is that true about you? I don't get it. You see, this is a venture one for $50,000 and a venture for $50,000. Here's $100,000. I'm going to tell you flat out, you need $100,000 of cash credit in your life. Yes. But you can't write off the card or the interest rate at all. You need a credit score so you can get more like a house. The bottom line, you can't write off the interest rate or the card, so you can't jack it up and get stuck. I'll bet you half of you are stuck today. If you basically would listen very carefully for what the average person wastes or pisses away every month, you could have maintained that $50,000 on a credit card. The payment is $612.26. Understand something. I could have bought you 2 pizzas. You could have had a business for what you're pissing away every day. Stop that. You got to realize, stop bringing the damn pain home. Why would you do that anyway? I didn't have a home as a kid. All right? I didn't have the true mommy and daddy who loved me. I had to figure it out myself. I had God and me. That was it. So guess what we got to do today? Plan on the problems, because guess what? Someone's going to piss you off or stub your toe. I don't care. You're going to have safety credit when I'm done with you. You're going to understand how to master the line of defense. You're going to see it, believe it, and go get it every time. Nothing gets in your way besides you, and we're going to get you out of your way too. You got a choice. Running your race, it's the hardest thing to do in this world today, because so many people are against all of us. I mean, look around you, your friends and family. Are they trying to get in your way or help you? They act like they are, but the bottom line is when you're falling, people seem to want to keep you down. Do what I do. I've done it all my life. Turn off the sound of other people. All right? It's nice they want to butt in and say stuff, but their bottom line is don't listen to it at all. Run your race, please. But you got to have the tools and the ability to win. Never give up, no matter what anybody says. You today, let's understand something. Hearing no 1 billion plus times in my life, all right, then if I would have kept hearing no, how did I buy a Lamborghini at 14 and a half years old? I got tested at T-Winkle Junior High. Hell, I got to Orange Coast College at that time too. I believe in me. Do you believe in you? Reaching a goal? Simple. All right, you got to believe in yourself. When I beat in 1981, hold the highest kick record in the whole world to this day, I didn't listen to anybody tell me I couldn't do it. I just said one thing: white man can jump. Get the hell out of my way. I don't listen to people who have blah, blah, blah. Give me some rules or tools or get out of my damn way. Don't you ever hear the word no. All right? Why would you ever let somebody tell you can't do that? Are you kidding me? God is giving you a gift and a dream, and you can help other people. It's about time you do. That's why I'm here trying to help you. You got an SSN. Oh, goody for that. An SSN. Why? Now watch. You and I had to get it because we were told to as a teenager. We got to get an SSN and then get the job. Remember that? So remember, you got the SSN. Okay, you got 1 or 2 write-offs, and that's it. And what did you do? You jacked it up, brought the pain home, and you shouldn't have done that in the first place. But the problem is you didn't know. We're going to give you the tools and the rules how to understand today. I hope you got that tablet and pen. You see, your SSN got you an Experian, an Equifax, and a TransUnion too. The moment you jack up a credit card past 29%, all right, your score dropped. Now you're stuck in hell. You can't get any more. It's like I'd say, what's wrong with you? Don't you know how to play this game? You got a will. You just want to just yell at the friggin' world. I've never seen so many, and I've got 17 million clients. I just want to have been yelling at them for 43 years. It just pisses me off when people don't listen. You see, you got a choice. All right? You're a person of the United States of America. We got an SSN. Why? United States of America Incorporated. We're the collateral. That's why they talk about the consensus, and they're fighting about it now. They want to know how much money to print. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, they haven't stopped the printing press 24/7. You got a choice today. Write down a list. All right? I want you to write down Ray's rules. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain, since I'm going to have him do the work for you anyway and guarantee it, because I don't want you screwing this up anymore. You got a choice. I want to hand you $100,000 of credit. Can't write it off. Can't write off the interest rate of the card, but you got to have it so you can get some more like a house. You jack it up past 29%, there goes your score. Now you're stuck. Can't get any more. Come on, people. You know this is true. You've been doing it. Nobody told you the truth because you listened to your brother, your cousin, your uncle. You called the bank. All right? Start listening to the truth and the facts. That would have gave you $71,000 of safety credit. Just in case there's a pandemic. In case you got to feed your family. But what did you do? You took money and credit from the family. And then you started a business and you rolled the dice. You hurt your family. I didn't get a family like you. I wish I did. But it taught me one thing. I had to figure out how to get out of hell myself. And I did. So let's understand something today. Don't you ever bring the pain home again after meeting me, because I'm going to give you the rules and the tools so you can win every day. All right? Don't you dare screw this up anymore. There's me in a coma at 5.5 years old. God has allowed me to go through so much in my life, but it's always been my faith and persistence. I hit the curb at 40 miles an hour head first. Thought I'd never walk again in my life. The lady said, if you ring the bell, you get to go pee-pee. Let me know. I rang the bell so long my hand was friggin' numb. I crawled on my belly to the toilet to go pee-pee. I got my ass up. 2009, there's me in a coma waiting to die. I got no damn excuses, and after today, neither do you. There's me with swine flu and pneumonia in the hospital, waiting to die. That kind of sucks, because the night before, I just took people on my corporate yacht that was parked in my backyard. Where do you park your yacht again? See, I'm from Show Me State. Show me or shut up. I was the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles for 32 years. I'm the most verified person you can find on the damn planet today. I got no BS to get you, but I'll show you how to play this game every day. I park my race boat and my yacht in my backyard. Where you park yours again? There's me waiting to die. Some ding-dong came on my yacht with swine flu and pneumonia. They should have had a mask around their head versus making me go be dead. But what can I say? I'm going to go boo-hoo like some of you? Hell no. Are you kidding me? It's just another test in faith and persistence. I come out of the coma. They bring the tanks to where I'm living. I had to walk around with an oxygen tank like I'm 150 years old. Hell, it was embarrassing. But I put it under my arm like a damn football. You know what I did? See, my family needed to eat. Bills need to be paid. I got no one to call and say, help me, please. So I had to do it myself. God me, 820 credit score. Made myself a CFO. I popped another $1 million of credit again. Hell, I don't stay down. Why do you? After today, you will never stay down ever again. I guarantee it. This world's going to know more than I have to say before I die again. This time, you don't get a do-over. Not at all. You get to live or die. COVID-19 can wipe you out. Maybe you should wear a mask today. What do you think? All right, it's not just because of you. Maybe you're not going to kill Grandma and Grandpa next week. If I would have known to wear a mask around my friggin' head, all right, instead of laying there being dead, hell, I would have wore a bubble around my head. You see, you got a choice. It takes a moment to die and a lifetime to live. Which one are you going to pick? It's going to be up to you. You know, I've never been comfortable a day in my life. Never. Never. Didn't matter if I was worth millions and billions of dollars. I've never been comfortable. Don't be comfortable. Comfortable people are lazy. They're just getting by. You see, you need to do what I do. To this morning, I've done it every day since I was 2.5 years old. When I was 2.5 years old, I was on the floor crying, looking in the mirror. And I looked at myself at 2.5 and I said, I got to figure this out. I got to get out of hell. I was 2.5 when I figured it out. So let's listen carefully. This morning, I dropped to my knees at 2:25. All right, I said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I found a mirror. I looked in the mirror and I stopped time for 2 minutes. I want you to try this. I look in the mirror for 2 minutes. I do nothing besides stare at myself and think to myself, I'm responsible for me. Nobody is going to help me besides God and me. And don't let anybody blah, blah, blah from your past drag your ass down. Your choice is simple. Ask yourself 2 questions. Have you completed everything you need to? No? Then why the heck are you sleeping in past 4:30? What's wrong with you? So more to be done? Always. How bad you want it? How bad you want it? God gave you an idea and a dream, all right, in a vision, and you ask your friends and family what they think. Are you kidding me? These people want to keep you down, and they don't have an IQ off the chart to play the game anyway. They don't see your dream and your vision. It just clouded your direction. What's wrong with you? You probably went back to the job you hate and gave up. Do yourself a favor. That's right. For 90 days, shh. Don't tell anybody what you're going to do. Let me do all the work for you. I'll hand you the fish, all the goodies, and then I'll teach you how to fish. When they say, how did you do this or that? All I want to hear from you is rayswebinar.com. That's all you're going to have to say. I have proven everybody wrong since the day I was born. All right, in a damn taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital, by the way. I love money. I love money. It's one of the top 10 things on my list. You see, with money, I don't have to steal or beg off the pier. I can feed my family. I can pay my bills. Hell, I can help you if you want me to. But again, the bottom line is you're going to get rules and tools on how to play today. No more BS. All right? The only person I want you to focus on is me. All right? God and me. That's it. This time you better follow through. You're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as we used to be. Go back to the job you hate. It's okay. Eventually they're going to fire you anyway. Then you're going to drive an Uber and deliver some pizza. Is that your American dream? It sure isn't mine, but it could be yours. You never know. You see, you got a choice. When I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell, every Wednesday night they had a poker game. A poker game. And I stood outside my bedroom door, which was the pantry, by the way, down in the garage. And anything they said, I used to write my little notes. They thought it was weird. Probably. But you know what they said? They said a corporation's a legal person. I just heard my way out of hell if I could figure it out. Oh my goodness. I wrote it down. I circled it 10 times. I went to the library the next day. I couldn't sleep all night. I was so excited. Even though I'm 7.5 years old, I got to get out of hell. And nobody's hearing me. I went to the library and I asked the lady, how do I look it up? She says, here's a microfiche, here's a book. I read the book. You see what I was looking for? The blueprint, the instruction manual, how to do it, and the steps and the rules and the tools. That's all I wanted. I wanted the truth. I got pissed off. One of the things about me, when I get pissed off, I take it internally. And I look at one thing. I'm pissed off. I got to figure a way for me. God gave me a brain, an IQ off the chart with total recall and most things. He gave it for me for a purpose. So then I can help other people when I get through it. Okay. No problem. Thank you, Jesus. So what did I do? I wrote the rules. The Millionaire's Founders Kit literally can get you $1 million corporation. The real estate system can get you $1 billion. Financial system too. I wrote Winning the Game 43 years ago. You see, for me, I had to figure it out. That's how I brought in 100,000 in 9.5. 14, all right, brought in $1 million. And double billion by the time I was 26. How am I doing so far? No matter what happens to me, God gave me the ability to get through it every time. Your ability today is pretty simple. Here's some rules and tools, and I'm going to tell you flat out, you should get all those books and CDs. When I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years, there was a line in the hotel, around the hotel. I sold that system for $20,000 a pop. So understand something, I was at the Marriott in Long Beach too for 40 plus years. Today, the office, they love to sell it for $999. That's good. But me, today, because I'm in the process of raising $120,000 for a housing project, I'm going to give it to you today for $299. All 18 books and CDs. I don't want you to bring the pain home ever again. Never. We did payment by Zelle wire deposit. That's how we do it through COVID-19. Take a picture of that page because I'm going to offer all kinds of goodies today to save your life and make sure you never bring the pain home ever again. So the bottom line is you can call 800-510-3338 if you want to. So as we do this today, what I'd really like to do for you is rebuild your life. All right, we got to rebuild the credit. It's not credit repair crap and writing stupid letters. It's got to be rebuilt. I might ask you to do one or two things. If you can listen and follow through, we can get you to rapid refresh, credit lines, articles, books, CDs, and classes. Now write it down, please. Every card you ever get, I want it at 25 to 29%. Write it down. This is the truth. I don't care what anybody tells you flat out. Okay? No zero balances, and don't you jack up the card past 29%. You jack up the card, your score drops. Now you're stuck and can't get any more. I got to make you a qualified seat. All right? Believe me, I'll get you where you want to go. I got no hesitation at all. Let's look at a Lamborghini today. My favorite car, one of the first cars I ever bought for me. So let's look at a Lamborghini. Why for you? Because everybody around you today drive company cars and ride it all off, but not you. What do? You get a paycheck. Oh, goody. You get the leftover. You pay your bills. You pay for a car you should not. Then you steal the money and the credit from the family. You roll the dice and go, wee! And you bring the pain home. Why do you do that? It's the lack of knowledge. It's the stupidity of man and woman. You're not stupid. Just no one taught you how to play the damn game and win. Get your car. It's called a corporate dream car, by the way. Can you do me a favor and be honest with yourself right now? Are you paying for the car you're driving today from your paycheck, which I hear is called taxable income? Are you paying the payment to gas, registration, insurance? Can you yell the word no right now so the world hears you? From now on, you're going to drive a company car. You got it? The workshop, I'm going to show you step by step how to go get it under a tax ID and fleet price. You see, the consensus is one thing. Like I told you earlier, they want to count us. They have to count us to know how much money to print. That's why we're counted today. Okay. See, I learned the rules and the tools by the time I was 9.5. But why didn't you? Because maybe you got the mommy and daddy and they made it easier for you. You got one SSN. One. That makes you the duck. Write down Ray's rules, please. I want you to pull out your SSN card, Social Security card, ladies. It's in your wallet, in your purse next to your feet. Men, it's in your back pocket, in your wallet. And if I ask you if you read the card front and back, you're going to say yes. But if I ask you 5 questions, you couldn't answer them if you tried. Now let's read the card. Do not laminate. Do not use for variety purposes. It's not even yours. How's only 3 questions for you? You got one chance. And when the Federal Trade Commission says people are screwed up today, is that going to be you? Because you had only one chance to win. Let's give you the alternative. Let's teach you how to really play the game. You got an SSN. Oh, goody for you. You got 1 or 2 write-offs. Wow, wasn't that much? And what do you got again? The Asperian, the TransUnion, and the Equifax too. And you jacked up the card, now you're stuck. Can't get any more. What are you going to do next? I want you to listen to the rules and the discipline from now on. I never want you to bring the pain home. Write down SS4 times 4. If it's the last thing I do on this planet before I die, and I pray for 50 more years, I want everybody to know Ray's rules and how to play the game. It's only fair if you teach them though how to play it. All right? It's not a secret. Give me a break. Those ding-dongs that say secrets should just go away. You got a choice. An SS4 times 4. Almost no liability, and you get to write off everything they get to do. Cards, interest rates, appreciation value, and more. I find people every other day, hey, Ray, I don't like the fact that rich and famous people don't pay enough tax. Sorry, my response is shut up and join them. Okay? Quit complaining. You just don't know how to play. That's why you're jealous about it anyway. Every SS4 I can get you an Asperian, all right? An Equifax and a TransUnion too. Corporate credit, you can write it off. You don't have to steal from the family. You don't have to bring the pain home. So you got a choice today. Listen to the rules and the tools. Learn how to play. Let me hand it to you. Get you to the workshop so you can take it over. See, I told you to write down SS4 times 4. Can you do that for me, please? The way I designed this in 1986. All right, and understand something. A corporation, if you name it after you, it's called dumb. If you name it what it does, it's called double dum-dum. What you got to do now is write down the line of defense. Can you do that, please? Let's understand something. I want you to have 3 divisions in the beginning. 1 for real estate, 1 for franchise, 1 for current business. For every tax ID you get or I get you, I can get you up to $100,000 card or $1 million card or both. Which one would you like? Corporation gets to write it all off and finance the business based on minimum payment. But you, I already offered you $100,000 credit card personally earlier. See, but here's the problem. Your personal credit, you can't write off the card or the interest rate. So why would you steal it from the family to start a business? The only answer is you didn't know any better. So let's not hurt the family ever again. Never bring the pain home. It's Ray's rules. It's simple. An SSN or an SS4. Who wants to be the duck some more? Is that you? You like being a quack quack? One of these. You got to have it to have a score to get more like a house. That's it. Over here, here's the American dream. We can go finance it. Nobody gets in your way besides you. Isn't it about time you get to the workshop with me and get out of your own way today? You got a choice. It's simple. Don't worry. God never made more than one of me. Thank God for that. My wife's probably saying yes because I'm enough to handle as it is. SSN equals a 1040. Oh, 1 or 2 write-offs. Wow. And then you're the duck. SS4 equals an 1120. And I get almost no liability, and I get all the write-offs I need. I get a fighting chance to win. Oh my goodness, could I do that again and again? So your choice is this. If you're watching me on Google, Facebook, YouTube, I'm getting ready to go nationwide. I'm going to blow it up. I'm going to make sure the world knows everything I know, because there are no secrets today, because God gave me the tools to help you. Google, Facebook, YouTube, that's fun. But you're missing the PowerPoint in front of me. You might just want to go to rayswebinar.com and get the full overview and never bring the pain home ever again. Now let's read what I learned at 7.5 listening to that poker game. You ready to read with me? It's right in front of you. It's called Chapter 18. It's not to give you legal advice at all. It says a corporation's a legal person. It may sue or be sued. Do you understand a corporation has more rights than you, period? And you got to incorporate you from now on. Your choice is simple. The United States of America Incorporated, they're a corporation, by the way, they set up their line of defense called states. Every state's a corporation. And what did the states do? They set up the cities. The cities are corporations too. You've even watched some of the cities file bankruptcy in the past, haven't you? They even have their own little bankruptcy called a Chapter 9. Check it out. It's public record. So if they can set up their line of defense, what should you be setting up too? If you don't set up your line of defense, sorry, that's on you. By the way, you are we the people. Yes, you, every one of you are we the people. It's your constitutional right. The Supreme Court says so too. Isn't it about time you step up to the plate and learn how to win? But again, that's on you. Nixon takes the gold standard out. They got the key to the printing press, and what do? They print money 24/7. Go, wee, let's print some more money today. These guys never have to worry about money in their life, but you and me? Now let's understand something. This morning, Mama delivered a baby at the hospital. She's been waiting 9 months for that baby to be born. And what happens? She's going to be handed a form within 3 hours or less. You and I got our SSN when we were a teenager to get a job because we were told to. But if Mama don't sign the SSN form for the baby, in other words, the baby's getting a Social Security card today. If not, Mama can't take the baby in the stroller in the car seat, can't go home, because they got to know how much money more to print. There's nothing wrong with the United States of America. I love it. But I master the rules and the tools, and you have not yet. But you will when I'm done with you, which never be done at all. The United States of America Incorporated. Now you know why you got an SSN. Did you write down SS4 times 4 like I told you to? Corporation, line of defense, divisions and subsidiaries too. You never have to bring the pain home ever again. Oh, by the way, you didn't have to do it in the first place. Why didn't you learn that? But the bottom line is I had to get out of hell. I had to teach myself. That's why God gave me the IQ, all right, and total recall on most things, because he didn't want me to be the duck. So you write it down. SSN equals what? Safety credit. Don't you steal from your family again. Don't you ever steal from that family. corporation a tax ID. Oh, we're going to get credit for that too. And we get the line of defense. And every division and subsidiary more has a tax ID too. Oh, goody. What are we going to make sure we don't do? We stop bringing the pain home. You know, if Donald Trump in the past can file 4 corporations and bankruptcies on 4 of them and not bring the pain home, so could you. If rich and famous people can file bankruptcy every day and say rich and famous, so could you. Wells Fargo Bank's another story. They got set up in 1852. Their employees stole identity, mine twice, and they got fined $3 billion. Wow. All right, they wrote it off. They don't care. All right, they closed down over 517 locations so far. Now, when you watch cities in the past file bankruptcy, and by the way, there'll be 8 more pretty soon. Why do they get to file a bankruptcy for a city? Because it's a corporation maintained by the state, and the state maintained by the federal government. That's called the line of defense. Isn't it about time you learn how to play the game too? See, credit cards get you a credit score, but they can't get you any more besides a house and a car. House and a car don't do anything for your credit report at all. At all. They look pretty unless you screw them up. So what's the rule? Don't screw it up. Raise rules. It's simple. The facts are simple. I like facts. All right. I like the bottom line. All right. My wife is the nut. I'm Mr. Boring because I analyze everything 100,000 times ways. Raise rules. 29%. You jack that card up, there goes your score. You dropped it, you're stuck. Now you can't get any more. You got to know the rules. Get your butt to the workshop with me. Believe me, I will shake you up, wake you up, and you'll never bring the pain home ever again. There's no reason to do that at all. What I'd like to do is rebuild your credit the right way, by the way. And again, I might ask you to do 1 or 2 things. We're not just going to write stupid letters going, not mine, never late. Ay, ay, ay. What a joke. $720. I'm going to charge you $499. I want to put you in my rapid rescore. God gave me a vision a couple years ago, and I invented rapid rescore. It's kind of fun. It does push you to 820s. Is that okay with you? I charge $499 for that too. But here's what the office charges, $998 for all of it. But I like changing the rules because why? I can. And while I'm doing the webinar with you, all right, I want to make sure you understand this. I'm going to take away all your excuses. I don't like excuses. That just pisses me off. So $499, I'm going to hand you a $1,000 cash card. That's twice as much you invest in yourself back in your pocket. And I want you going to the credit education class for 90 days online with me. I want you not to screw this up again. I want you to learn the rules and the tools about personal credit. And all you got to do today is Zelle. You Zelle, you wire your deposit. Now you're stuck with me. Program is going to be done in 90 days or less. I don't give a damn about your mess. We'll help fix anybody. You got 800-510-3338. You see, you got to remember something. All right, I broadcast 3 times a day, Monday through Friday, and all day Saturday, up to 9 classes. All right, I never give up. I don't pass the buck. You're stuck with me. Won't that be kind of fun for you? I'm going to ask you to do 1 or 2 things, maybe at the most. But I'm going to do 98% for you. But I want you to get the information here. No one can take away knowledge once you get it. Do you understand that? All right? I want you to know the knowledge. And ever since I got dropped off the pier collecting the books and the magazines and all the goodies, studying rich and famous people, that's my favorite thing to do. Walt Disney, they filed bankruptcy 7 times in the past. Recently, they basically what? Have $1 billion in the bank, don't want to pay any tax at all. They know how to play the game. So what did? They wrote an IOU to themselves. That's all they had to do. IOU, debt offsets taxes. They paid 0 tax on $1 billion. I'm trying to get you to understand, all right? I'm not going to rip you off. I'm going to hold your hand, do the work for you. You can trust me 100% and get you where you need to go and give you all the goodies too. Well, they paid no tax on $1 billion. At least get you the first $1 million. Can you listen to me, please? SS 4 times 4. Remember what happens? Oh, almost no liability and get all the write-offs you want. That's kind of fun. But again, it's going to be up to you because you're going to get an Aspirin, a TransUnion, and Equifax too. And the bottom line is every entity can do that as well. You'll have all the money you need to finance a business maintaining minimum payments. You can finance a business now. You have nothing in your way besides you. So let's think about this. Personal credit, $100,000, that's safety. Can't write it off. Got to put it to the side. Don't hurt the family anymore. Over here, we got to get 8 credit cards per division, of course. 9 lines of credit. We're going to get supply credit, marketing credit, vendor credit, have fun, lease credit too, and we're going to get gas cards and cash cards too. There's 14 different ways of credit for a corporation. I know you're going to look online, it's going to say trade lines. Trade lines is crap. You can't use someone else's credit unless they're an authorized user or what? An affiliate like me. All right? If you do it wrong, it doesn't work anyway. But again, you can play the game if you want to. I'm going to hand it to you. I got to make you a qualified CFO. That's what I've got to do. It's the truth. You see, it's like with Mr. Buffett. I studied his father first, then I studied him. Most people think he's doing the stock market, blah, blah, blah. They're all wrong. You don't get it yet. All right? The man owns 100-plus companies. All right? He owns his favorite 10. He owns Ketchup, Geico, Coca-Cola, American Express, Duracell, Dairy Queen, Seas Candy, Rich Jewelry, and even owns Fruit of the Loom. The man is playing the game, but you're not playing. Why aren't you playing the game to win? If he can play, you can play. That's all up to you. Write down that phone number again, 800-510-3338. I got one of my last and final boot camps. Before COVID-19, I had a radio show going, and they're offering me a TV show. I was going to blow it up. COVID-19 kind of slowed us down, just like it slowed down you. So I'm going to do one last and final expert boot camp in my life. It's the last one. If you want to be there for 3 days, it is the 23rd, 24th, 25th. It's pretty simple. I like the goodies, but I like the corporation and drive the company car. So I want every one of you in my boot camp. I want you to have 3 days of me straight. Won't that be fun? By the way, the office sells it for $4,499. But I'm in the process of raising $120,000, and it's a housing project. Before I have to leverage the money or use it on a card, I'd rather give you a discount and see if you want to play with me some more. So they're going to offer it to you for $5,000 at the office. That's okay. They make their commission. Me today, if you zelled it, it's $19.99. That's right, $1,999. So you can help me accomplish this, and I can help you accomplish everything else too. I got no excuses. Remember, there's a Zelle, there's a wire, there's a deposit. No excuses from now on. As an affiliate, which I am, I get to tell you flat out, don't you dare use authorized user. That's crap. You buy trade lines, that's just a joke. I mean, give me a break. Okay? I can build you as much credit as you want the right way. But I got to make you a qualified CFO. So as we do this, remember, I'm the guy for 43 years that I created 113 ways to daisy chain credit. I'm the original, not a copycat. I can get you 99 cards after every card you get. Why? It's corporate credit, and we're going to call it Ray's Rules. It's how we play the game, and we're going to win. So today, if you're going to be a crook, look at the bars in front of you. That's called prison. If you defraud or rip anybody off, I'll be the first one to testify against you in a court of law, and you're going to go where? There. Don't you be a crook on my dime. You better damn well run a real company today. Crooks never win. Don't you get that? Here's 3 divisions. There's a corporation. Write down line of defense. Draw your first blueprint, please. What's going to happen is the corporation's going to maintain and manage the divisions, the entities, subsidiaries, and more. Every one of those are going to get a tax ID. Debt follows tax ID versus SSN. What are we going to call it? Before we name it the 3-step, we're going to call it the Donald Trump, the city, the Wells Fargo. All right, maybe basically the billionaire too. We can call it whatever we want to because all they're going to do is play the 3-step. We get to do what they did. We get to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Can't save the peace? Okay. Sorry, I tried. I'm going to bankrupt the peace, but I'm not going to bring the pain home, and I'm going to keep all the goodies because I'm allowed to. What you want to play? You get to play today if you want to. See, sorry, when you bought your house, I'm going to tell you did it wrong, so don't be offended by that. The reality is you should have wrote down Ray's Rules. Now remember what I told you in the beginning today. I want to repackage your life, your house, your car, your bank account. What did you do? Pretty simple. You let escrow tell you what to do, but they actually work for you. It should have been escrow closed, escrow homestead, escrow recorded in a trust. You know, the one thing that bothers me when I'm in an audience and I have an audience of 1,000+ people and I tell them all kinds of good stuff, then I ask them who's got a house and they all raise their hand. How many got it in a trust? And only 5 people raise their hand. I mean, that just pisses me off. I didn't have a family. Do you not get that? So when you got one and you don't step up to the plate, you're just a dummy. It's ridiculous. Somebody sues you, they screw you, they take it away. You die today, hell, all right, it's stuck into probate. It's about time you step up to the plate and protect your family, don't you think? But that just pisses me off to no end. Let's go back to having fun on that flippity-dippity-do. You get that fixer-upper, okay, that's nice. All right, what are you going to do? You're going to hire that contractor today. Oh, goody. Contractor's going to hire the subcontractors that's down outside Home Depot. Good workers. But when they cut every corner they can and they slip and fall, they're going to sue you, screw you, and take everything you got. What did I tell you today when you first met me? Plan on somebody trying to take it away. Flat out. I want every property you ever get quitclaim deed to a division of a corporation. I want you to do an assignment of equity. This way they can't sue you, screw you, or take anything you got. And at the end of the day, they do get diddly squat. Why not? All right, unless you want to give away your goodies. The reason you're stuck is you got knocked down and most of you gave up. You did it the wrong way anyway. I hear it every day. Ray, I would have known that before. Now you know it. What are you going to do? It's about time you set up that irrevocable trust for you. You got a choice. You know, you're going to have to fix up a property. I meet one almost every day. Ray, I didn't want to pay tax. I did it on the side. And yeah, I stop. Those are called dummies, by the way. The only way you can play is to do it by the rules that are dealt to us today. If you try to play peekaboo with the IRS and make a mess, that's on you. If you did, go to irs.gov and download the form called 656 of 433A and B. Get your COVID-19 check, get your butt back in the system where you belong. Corporations don't pay tax till they make a profit. Why would you do all that stuff? That's called a dummy. You're not a dummy at all. So let's do this right, please. We're going to fix up that property. When I was a kid, they used to tease me and call me OPM. I want you to have 4 more divisions. Can you write them down, please? How about we get a division for carpet, appliances, fixtures, and wood? How about I show you step by step how you can take divisions and go to the manufacturer and save up to 70%. And we don't want to pay a bill for 30 to 60 to 90 days anyway. We're using their money to fix up the property. And then when escrow is closing, they'll pay off all the debt. That's how you're supposed to really do it. All right, now you got $200,000 left over. Don't act like you're rich, because you're not. What did you do before, all of you? Did you have $10,000, $100,000, and you pissed it away? And some of you are broke today? Did you do that really? It's called raise rules, leveraging money. Borrow money's not taxable. Did you write them down yet? You got to know your rules and tools, how to play the game, and have the line of defense. But it's up to you. It's all been up to you. Leveraging money, it's fun. Before my coma, I had a 22,000 square foot facility in Irvine Spectrum in California. Locations around the globe, do $1 million plus a day, having fun helping people like you. But I found myself in a coma. That kind of sucks. But you know what the bank used to do every morning? If they didn't show up at the office, they'd be on the phone going, Ray, what can I do for you today? When you got money, they kiss your assets. You got no money, they don't even know your damn name. Do you understand that? I want to teach you how to leverage the money, CD, leverage, line of credit, bank account too. What does that do for you? If you make the bank verify itself, they have to say yes. Ooh, I like yes. That's $600,000. Remember the bank? They borrow from the feds times 10 and loan back 5 to us. And since borrow money's not taxable, if they gave us $3 million, we're going to take $2 million of that and go buy a McDonald's today. You want a Big Mac fries and a chocolate shake? Why not? But see, your biggest problem is you. You got to get past stuck. Beating your own doubt, running your own race. This is going to be up to you. Cash flow, free up your time. It's amazing. Me, I just want to give you the tools and the rules how to do it. Corporation or C-191D, they can loan money 8 different ways. Why don't we take it off of a credit card? Why don't we create our own cash flow free per time? Because we can. Let's take $50,000 off of a card, loan it to 5 people, $10,000 apiece. Let's put a second trust deed on their house, a homestead blocker, and a UCC one, the chattel mortgage. I'll teach you those because I invented them years ago. What did I just create? $2,449 per month cash flow after the bills are paid. If I did $100,000, that's $4,800 a month. $150,000, that's $7,347. You can create your own cash flow, free up your time through a corporate structure today if you want to. Nothing in your way besides you now. I'll show you some of the mansions, the helicopters, and the yachts too. I still got to get you past go. So the reality is this. It's up to you. I don't want you bringing the pain home ever again. This was one of my favorite ones. I used to call it God's gift. That's where I parked my race boat and my yacht in my backyard. Where you park yours again? See, I'm the most verified person you can find on the planet today. I like the helicopter, the Lamborghini, the building too, wouldn't you? The bottom line is it's kind of fun. But I want you to do yourself a favor right now. Write down 2 steps. You're going to change your driver's license. Yes, you're going to change the address to a P.O. box or mailing address. Why? Because I said to. It's pretty simple. Don't be offended when I tell you what to do. All right? Because I'll do that a lot, by the way, because I don't want you to screw this up. Every time you write a check or use your debit card, you pull out your driver's license. Here's where I live. I'm not home right now. Please rob my house. Sue me, screw me, take it away. I mean, that's just dummies today. Give me a break. Isn't it about time you step up to the plate and protect your ass? It's up to you. California, we got the Schaefer bill. It's called the Driver's Privacy Protection Act. Other states have things too. But you have to realize something. Someone's always going to try to take it away. It's usually your friends and family anyway. So the bottom line, let's see what you're going to do. The last time you bought a car, you let someone sweat you for hours on end. Wasn't that fun? Oh, you lost $5,000 plus, up to 9 inquiries too. You didn't do it my way. So if you're going to do it your way, when they hand you that piece of paper to pull your credit, at least when you sign it, put this allows 1 inquiry only, take a picture. Don't let somebody use and abuse you ever again. See, for me, I teach you how to get under a tax ID at fleet price. That's why I want you at the workshop with me. Tell me what car you want. We'll go get it. Give you the keys. I want you driving a company car and writing it all off. Like everybody else. Why can't you? But again, you got to understand something today. What if, and I pray it doesn't happen to you, you go to the grocery store or the bank and you bump someone's car, a little bumpity bump. They're going to act like they got whiplash. They're going to die. What's going to happen next? They're going to ask you, driver's license, insurance, registration, please. What's going to happen next? Oh, the driver's license got your home address on it? Oh, the insurance, you're paying for that out of your paycheck, which they call taxable income, when a corporation could have paid for it and wrote it all off. And you're the registered owner, so you're the duck. You're the quack quack today. Oh, goody for you. They're going to call one of those bloodsucker attorneys on TV. They're going to sue you, screw you, and take everything you got because you didn't listen to me. I told you in the beginning today, you're going to basically do what? Someone's going to take it away? You got to plan on the problems. I want the registered owner to be a division of a corporation. I want the lien holder to be the corporation too. So they can't sue you, and at the end of the day, they get diddly squat. Why not? You got to play the game if you want to. But again, it's up to you. Maybe you like bringing the pain home. I hope not. You see, July 3rd, 2009, what did I do? I took my corporate yacht from my backyard. I said, fill it up. I wrote off the interest rate and the card and the yacht too. Life is great. I'm helping people, having fun. There I am in a coma with swine flu and pneumonia. The next day, that kind of sucks. My life got destroyed, but I didn't go boohoo like most of you would. All right, I had to get pissed off enough to take it internally to figure a way out because I got no one to call. I got to figure this out. God, me, that's it. I walked around the oxygen tank for 5 weeks, put my score back to an 820, made myself a qualified CFO, and I popped another $1 million of credit again. I don't stay down, and from now on, neither will you. You're going to play with me for 90 days. And I'll make sure you never bring the pain home again, because you never had to in the first place. God's using me to help you if you pay attention today. You know what? I prayed, and in that coma, I said, I want to help people the rest of my life. I think that's why he saved me. I named my son and my daughter after me. See, my legacy will live on even when I'm dead. It's called the Reynolds University. You got the ability today, but if you got a corporation, they say that 96% of you paid $3,000 plus and got a stock kit and didn't do a darn thing at all. Me, I want to hand it to you, and I want you stuck with me. I'm not going to let you go till we get you through it. Don't you get this? Okay? Articles, also as tax ID. $9.99. I'll hand it to you. Gave you the fish. Now what I want you to do? I want you to be at my workshops. I've done seminars and workshops and boot camps for 43 years. Where you been? Where you been? All right, wasting money on crap that doesn't work? 90 days. You watch your favorite movie today, and what happens? You can say the words and the lines before they do. I want you in those workshops, hearing it again and again. I want it here. The next thing, I want you in level 1, setting up the divisions, the line of defense. That's $999 too. Together, it's $1998. The office sells it for about $2,000. That's okay. Now, remember, what I like to do is give you a lot of goodies. I like to take away excuses. So today on the webinar with me, it's $1,799. But I want you to understand, you're going to learn the rules and the tools and the discipline and raise rules, and then I'm going to hand you $5,400 of cash credit back to you. I want to take away all your excuses. I don't like excuses. That just pisses me off. I watch people spend thousands on crap. Get stuck with me. Invest in yourself. 3 times your investment is back to you. I'll wrap or refresh it for free and credit building for free too. Now, what excuse you got? You stubbed your toe? There's no excuses. Do you have the guts to play with me for 90 days? Do you really want it bad enough? I'm not going to let you down. I got no excuses. So neither do you. You can Zelle, wire, or deposit. You can call 800 right now, 510-3338. Talk to a sales rep. Your lack of commitment is what's holding you back. It is. You got a choice. How about a building and a Lamborghini under a tax ID? Reaching the dream. I want you to think it'd be the impossible. I've done it all my life. I've heard no a billion times. And every time someone gives me their opinion, you know what I do? I turn it off to raise rules. I'll do it my way. I have to run my race because I'm responsible for me. All right? The bottom line is it's called raise rules. Don't you bring the pain home anymore. All I need from you is 90 days. I'll have you on your $1 million dream. I'll even guarantee it. I have no excuses, but neither do you. Seminars, workshops, and boot camps. That'll be kind of fun. Motivation, I love it. Every morning I listen to motivation all the time. But I put it in its place. Motivation with no rules, tools, and a blueprint, at the end of the day, is still blah, blah, blah. So here's some goodies. I'll show you mine, show me yours. Is that okay with you? You see, you're going to have to master raise rules. You can't find it anywhere on the planet today because God only made one of me. So what are we going to do? Let's get you, because you got that story to tell too, let's get you an 820 credit score. Up to $100,000 of safety credit. You don't pass 29%. You don't jack it up. I want to get you a corporation and divisions too. Up to $1 million of credit. Please stop being stuck. You're going to wonder what's next? By the way, it's me. That's right. I'm going to be your next. You're stuck with me mastering raise rules and tools for 90 days. Some people for a lifetime. I got 3 people, one from 98 and one from 2006. There's Michael right there. He was one of my TV shows too. My clients never go away. Don't you understand? I help them every day. But you, what did I tell you in the beginning? I want to repackage your life, your house, your car, and your bank account. I want to do it my way and clone me into you. So the ability to listen and learn today, if these are turned on, is good. There's that phone number again, 800-510-3338. My last and final boot camp that I'll ever do. Every time I do a boot camp, my son, my daughter, my wife says, honey, we want you home on the weekend. So the reality is I told them, I promised them, this is my last one. Believe me, when I promise my Colombian wife, I have to keep my word, all right? Because Colombians are great till you piss them off. So let's understand something. It is October 23rd, 24th, 25th. I want you at the boot camp with me. And today, because I'm going to raise $120,000 on a housing project too, I'm going to offer it to you one time only for $19.99. $1,999. That's it. The office sells it for $5,000. That's okay for them. They're on commission. I'm not. So if you do it today, you got a Zealot wire deposit. That's all you got to do. You can call 800-510-3338 if you want to. So let's understand something today. Okay? When I got pissed off when I was at the library at 7.5 and I couldn't figure it out, I was there every day for 2 years. I had to create the blueprint because it doesn't exist. You see, today, even through the overview, you learned a lot of things you didn't even know today. And you're a grown-up, aren't you? The Millionaires Founders Kit, Real Estate, Financial Series 2, Winning the Game of Business 43 years ago. So here's the books and CDs, which I want all of you to have on top of that. All right, the office sells it for $1,000. Me, today, because I'm raising money for that housing project, it's $299 to you. One-time offer, not to bring the pain home, as long as you sell it. That's all you got to do. From here, I already told you the corporate setup today is $17.99. Handing you $5,400 cash credit back to you. 3 times your investment to yourself. Rapid rescore, credit building too. It's absolutely free. No excuses now. All you got to do is Zealot wire, make a deposit today. And now you're stuck with me. Remember, the 14th Amendment of the Constitution turned corporations into people. I love the United States of America, but I mastered the rules and the tools by the time I was 9.5. You see, every game I play with, I read the book 10 times over. I master it so I can win. I love the USA. They run and they maintain 50 states. They're corporations too. What do the states do? They got their cities. What do they are? The line of defense. They're corporations too. So you can do the same thing if you want to. It's all up to you. Raise rules. Never have joint credit again. Buy a house, escrow close, escrow homestead, escrow put in a trust. Corporation, never put it in your name. Never name it what it does. Those are called dumb and double dum-dum. Have up to $1 million of credit. And have your line of defense, a division for real estate, a division for franchise, current business. The line of defense will make sure you don't bring the pain home ever again. The ability to understand. It's all up to you. So today, like I said in the beginning when we started, plan on somebody trying to take it away, get in your way, something's going to go wrong, plan on the problem. But with safety, credit, and the line of defense, you can see it, believe, and go get it every day. Nothing's in your way now besides you. And all you got to do is understand how to play the game. So if today you want an 820 credit score, I'll give you a $1,000 credit card at the end of the program. I'll give you, basically, it's $499. I want you in the educational class up to 90 days. Just take away all your excuses today. All you got to do is Zealot, wire it, deposit it today. From there, one of my favorite ones that I've ever created is called Millionaires in the Making. See, I believe everyone, if you listen to me, I can get you to the $1 million plus. Take and put step 1. You put all the goodies together. We analyze you twice. The office likes to sell for $39.95. That's okay. Me, I like to give it away for what the average person's paying for a corporation today, about $3,000. And they don't do anything with it. So for $2,999 today, I'm going to hand you $25,000 of cash credit. I like to put $5,000 to you and the rest to the corporation and divisions, if you allow me to. But I'll do what you asked me to do. By the way, that is 8 times back to you. For $2,999, you get all the goodies. You're stuck with me for 90 days, and I'm handing you $25,000 of cash credit built for you in your corporation. Now what excuse you got? You stubbed your toe? Got to go blow your nose? I don't know. There's no excuses anymore. Zelle, wire, deposit. That's all you got to do. See, the American dream is easy. All right? Everybody talks about it. But when you got the rules and the tools, you can actually obtain it. Receiving money every month, pay all the bills, drive the company car, go on a business trip, help other people, free up your time, and understand the line of defense and master Ray's rules. Then you can always get up again and again. Nothing holds you back, all right, ever besides you. You've got the ability to do this every time. It's pretty well up to you as you do this today. All right, you never have to get stuck, ever again. So, ladies and gentlemen, write down that phone number one more time, 800-510-3338. You got the ability to do this right today if you want to, and you're stuck with me. At the end of the day, always remember one thing, and never forget it. God loves us all.